Hi guys, my name is Francois Nordeer and I make excuses. I make a bunch of excuses. I've got so many ideas in my head that I really want to execute, but I never get through to doing them. And I was having some introspective moments and I'm thinking, why? Why do I have so many ideas, but I just can't get them executed? It's because I make excuses. There's always something easier to do. There's always something nicer to do. No, but let's do this first, then I'll get to something else. And I've got extreme goals. I've got things that I really want to achieve, but I'm just not getting there. So, one of the goals I made was to start a YouTube channel. And I thought this morning, you know what, I feel motivated, I feel inspired, so let's do it. Why wait? No more excuses. So, this is me doing what I do, and hopefully you guys like what I'm doing. Some background: I am a lecturer at a tertiary institution, specifically lecturing in education and specializing in science education, teaching teachers how to teach science. And along with that, I'm doing my PhD. So that's been going for 2.5 years now, and I really would like to finish that. That's one of my goals. Finish your damn PhD. And the excuse was, there is more time. I'll do it later. I will get to writing it sometime, but that time is not today. So I decided, you know what? Let me put these goals on the internet. Let me put it out there. Give it a deadline so that you guys watching this can hold me accountable. So my goal, I've got a PhD that needs to be done, and I want to have the first draft done December 2016. So you better hold me accountable to it when it comes to that time. To aid me on the process of finishing my PhD, the department that I work for has decided to do a writing retreat. Now, it's not just specifically for me, but everybody in our department that either has to do some research or get some research output or needs to finish their studies, whether it's master studies or PhD studies. So today we are going on this writing retreat. We're going to a guest house close to the university and we are going to write. So mini goals. What is my goal for today? I want to work on 3 papers for a conference that we will be attending, hopefully, really hopefully, if the papers get accepted. The conference is in the Kruger National Park in South Africa, and it's the last week of October 2016. So for today, working on 3 papers. The deadline is this Monday, so not a lot of time, but we're close to a final product. So the goal for today is doing that. One of my students is going to be joining us. She is writing one of the papers with me. I'll do a little interview with her, talk about her postgraduate studies and specifically the paper that we're writing, just to give you some background info on the process that's involved in writing a thesis or writing a dissertation for those of you out there thinking about doing postgraduate studies, or those of you that, like us, are struggling with our postgraduate studies. So that's going to happen. Hi guys, meeting with Shanae, one of the master students, also doing a postgraduate studies. The 2 of us are working on the paper together for the conference that I spoke about. So Shanae, first of all, thank you very much for being here and welcome to my channel. No more excuses to be super. And the first thing that we're doing is chatting about the paper that we wrote. Shanae, are you looking forward to this conference?
I am looking forward to it. It's been such a journey from the beginning of the year to finally get something out there. I think everyone knows that you write and you read, but then you think, when is anyone going to see this? Because you work so hard on something, you want it to be read by other people. So I'm very excited about that, yes.
Yeah, it's a very important point that you make, Sinead. The decimation of information. So we've been reading a lot. There's a lot of literature about the study that we're doing. We won't go into a lot of detail about that. But the general principle, you read a lot, you write a lot, but very few people actually get to know what you're doing. So conference is one of the places where you can go and just decimate some information so people can get to know what you're doing. And the bonus is the conference is in the Kruger National Park. So if our paper gets accepted, we'll have the opportunity to go to the Kruger National Park for a week and then also spend some time with like-minded people that work in education. I'm busy with my PhD, you're busy with your master's study. Share a bit with us, what are your frustrations, what are your challenges, what has the experience been so far with your postgraduate studies?
Well, firstly, I thought I'm definitely not smart enough to do a master's study. If I read other people's master's study, I think to myself, I will never be able to write like this, especially at the beginning of the year. But as we go along and as people help you, specialized people help you, then it becomes so much more easy. And you think that you don't have enough knowledge, but reading really helps with that, because my first frustration was I don't have the vocabulary to write a paper, to write a master's study. But now at this stage, I feel like I'm getting there. I'm not there yet. I still feel a bit in the middle about that, but I think I am getting there. That was my biggest frustration. My second frustration was just putting my study together and knowing exactly what I'm going to do, because I'm a very end product person. I want to know what is going to happen in the end. Also, with a lot of help from knowledgeable people, I came there and I think I know more or less now what I'm going to do, but that was also and is still a frustration for me.
It's a very important point to make. The journey for postgraduates is almost much more important than the end product. You get schooled and mentored in how to write academically and how to really add knowledge to the world. The process, very important. So I share your frustration being 2.5 years into my postgraduate studies. Shanae is about 6-7 months into her postgraduate studies, and I must say I still feel that way, that I don't know a lot and I need more knowledgeable people to assist. So luckily we've got good mentors, we've got people that are really set in the field, prominent people in academia. One of the things that's really difficult for me is getting feedback from your supervisors. You just take it so personally, like you feel like you can't write, you don't have the vocabulary, and then you just see that they know more and they've been in the field much longer, so they shape it in a way that is really more academic. So just making that disjuncture between this is my writing, it's not personal. The comments and the criticism that they make is not personal, it's just to make the end product much better. I'm going to put you on the spot. When are you finishing with your study?
Well, I'm really hoping to finish next year about this time. So I've set myself goals throughout the year to always reach my deadline. No matter how much effort it takes, I will reach my deadline. But I know setting a deadline for yourself definitely helps. So I've set my deadline for next year this time.
Okay, so it's going out in the world. Next year, August, we'll have a final draft ready for Shanae's master's study. I already said my deadline, December 2016, I'll have my final draft ready. Of course, whatever happens after that, it's not up to you. So we'll have to wait and see. No more excuses. We are going to do this. We've set out goals. Things are not just ideas anymore. When it's out in the world, you have to achieve it. Okay, what a successful day at the writing retreat. Set out to write 3 papers or work on 3 papers. Got one nearly done, another one that's fairly progressed, and then one that I'm afraid is like halfway. Good progress. I think we'll finish with all 3 of them before Monday's deadline. Get these papers in for the conference, and then hopefully they get accepted for the conference. Unfortunately though, didn't work on my PhD as much as I wanted to. Unfortunately, deadlines that come up, you have to reach them. So this Monday's deadline getting those 3 papers through. So if you like this vlog, give us a thumbs up, press the like button, subscribe to this channel. Question for you guys. What are the excuses that you guys use to procrastinate or to get out of certain tasks that you are just putting off the whole time? And then question number 2, are you studying? What are the challenges for your studies? Let me know in the comments and we'll engage there. Cheers.